Paris Saint-Germain will have the opportunity to add a third trophy to their season tally tonight when they take on Rennes in the final of the Coupe de France. The Ligue 1 champions have won the past 4 editions of the tournament and are once again the favourites going into the final. It's a very important match for us, for the club and for myself too. It was our goal to be French champion and winning the National Cup. It's a massive title, as it is in every country. It's the same thing in Germany, in Spain and in England. It's a match and a massive title. Rennes are winless in their past 4 matches in Ligue 1, yet manager Julien Stéphan believes his side are capable of pulling off an upset against French giants PSG. The club grew up this year. We've lived various experiences with a lot of emotions. We're going to play this final against the big favourites, PSG. We're in the outsider's position, but the Coupe de France magic can happen. The little ones can beat the big guys. PSG's pursuit of a 5th successive French Cup title will be bolstered by the return of Neymar and Edinson Cavani from long-term injuries in tonight's showdown at the Stade de France. Still on the topic of PSG, and their forward Neymar has been banned by UEFA for 3 European games for insulting match officials on Instagram after the Champions League last 16 defeat by Manchester United. The Brazilian called referee Damir Escomina's late penalty decision made using the video assistant referee system a disgrace on social media. Neymar will now miss half of next season's Champions League group stage. Olympique Lyonnais second half substitute Moussa Dembélé struck late to earn a 3-2 Ligue 1 victory at Bordeaux last night as they tightened their grip on the final Champions League qualifying spot. Dembélé scored 5 minutes from time after Bordeaux's Vukasin Jovanovic was shown a straight red card in the 73rd minute to put Lyon on 62 points from 34 games. Looking to capitalise on any mistakes from Lyon are Saint-Etienne, who are 4th and 3 points adrift. They take on Toulouse at home in Sunday's games. Second place Lille will hope for no slip-ups of their own if they are to secure second best in the league. They host Nîmes. Dijon are away to Caen in a crucial relegation clash. Borussia Dortmund welcome Schalke to the Westfalen Stadion this afternoon in the Riviera Derby as they continue their push for the Bundesliga title. With Bayern Munich not playing until tomorrow, Dortmund have the chance to return to the top of the table, albeit temporarily unless Bayern lose, and maintain pressure on the league leaders. In the games that I saw, Schalke were dangerous, and if we remember, we only won 2-1 there, and I remember this team. I think they were at times leading against Manchester City in the Champions League. After 70 minutes or 65 minutes, it was 2-1 for Schalke, and that's the truth. Despite Favre's comments, Schalke have been very underwhelming this season and find themselves looking over their shoulders towards the relegation zone in 15th place. Tottenham welcome West Ham in the early kick-off today. With one eye on the Champions League semi-final encounter with Ajax, Spurs still need to secure a place in the top 4 if they are to compete with their game in the Europe's elite competition. The top 4 race continues as Manchester United host Chelsea at Old Trafford tomorrow. Former hooker and captain Raphaël Ibanez will take over as manager of France following the 2019 Rugby World Cup. Ibanez said he had been offered the post by Bernard Laporte, president of the French Rugby Federation. Currently a rugby consultant for French TV, his managerial responsibilities were including acting as linkman between French clubs and international players and staff. Ibanez was capped 98 times for France and won the 5 Six Nations 4 times. Rafael Nadal moved a step closer to setting an ATP record as he eased into the semi-finals of the Barcelona Open with a 7-5, 7-5 victory over Germany's Jan-Lennard Struff. Nadal is believed to become the first player to win the same event 12 times. He faces 2017 finalist Dominic Thiem in the next round. CSKA Moscow came back from a double-digit deficit to rally past Baskonia on the road 83-92 and win this series 3-1 as they advanced to the final 4. Baskonia were comfortably in front for the majority of the game until CSKA brought it back after the end of the third quarter. Nando De Colo played another excellent match for the winners with a game-high 27 points, while Corey Higgins added 19 points as CSK made it 8 consecutive Final Four appearances. Barcelona stepped up their performance in Game 4 and defeated Anadolu Efes at home 82-72 to even the series and force a 5th tie. The Catalans saw the Turks make a better start, but they turned fortunes around, closing the first half deficit down to just 2 points. The hosts then had momentum on their side and took over in the third quarter, a lead they never conceded. Karl Kurik with 19 points led a balanced team effort for Barcelona as Istanbul awaits next week. Pavel Sivakov took the overall victory at the Tour of the Alps as Fausto Masnada won the 5th and final stage in Bolzano yesterday. Masnada was part of the early break and at one stage looked as though he would overturn the 3-minute 37 seconds deficit to Sivakov and secure overall victory, but he ultimately had to settle for his second stage win of the Tour. Sivakov finished alongside Teo Geoghegan Hart as the Team Sky duo secured a 1-2 in the general classification.